Go ahead and hit record. It's 9:01, so we'll go ahead and get started. I want to go ahead and read just the devotion real quick before we get started. Welcome to More Group Thursday Night Family Call. So glad you guys are all able to get on and join in tonight. I love it so much. So it says in Ezekiel 34:26, I will send down showers in season. There will be showers of blessing. It says, what is your season today? Are you experiencing a season of drought? If so, then it is the season for showers. Are you going through a season of great heaviness with dark clouds? Then that too is the season for showers. Your strength will equal your days. I will send showers of blessing. Notice that the word showers is plural. God will send all kinds of blessings, and all his blessings go together like links in a golden chain. If he gives you saving grace, he will also give you comforting grace. God will send showers of blessings. Look up today, you who are dried and withered plants. Open your leaves and flowers and receive God's heavenly watering. Let but your heart become a valley low, and God will rain on it till it will overflow. You, O Lord, can transform my thorn into a flower, and I do want my thorn transformed into a flower. Job received sunshine after the rain, but was the rain all wasted? Job wants to know, and I want to know, if the rain is related to the sunshine. Only you can tell me. Your cross can tell me. You have crowned your sorrow. Let this be my crown, O Lord. I will only triumph in you once I have learned the radiance of the rain. So this really spoke to me because, like, sometimes when we are going through seasons, and we all have seasons, you know, in our business, but also in life, you know, and we are in seasons of rain. Sometimes we are in seasons of drought, and we are in seasons of the sun shining, and each one leads into the other. And so you can't have a season of sun shining and beautiful plants blooming without having seasons of rain. And he promises to be with us and shower us with blessings through all seasons of life, even it may be drought, rain, and sunshine. So I just wanted to encourage you guys today, whatever season you're in right now, that God has your back and he's showering you with blessings. And sometimes you just have to look for those positive blessings in little everyday things. I think we miss those sometimes. So I just that really just spoke to me today, and I wanted to just kind of share that, mostly just because, you know, this last year, and I'm sure Mel can identify with me too, because she's kind of had a season like I have had this year that, you know, it just can feel heavy sometimes, and, you know, just feel very rainy some days. And so, but there's always some kind of sun and positive blessing that he is blessing us with, even in that moment in time. So tonight we are going to talk about a couple of things. Mel is going to talk about love marketing, and she had an awesome chance to spend some time with Lanessa, who is our Southeast Regional Coordinator, and she just really kind of like poured over her about something called love marketing. And so I'll have her share with that in a second. But first, I wanted to talk about telling your story. And something I highly want to encourage you to do is on Tuesday night, the Freedom Legacy training is going to be geared toward signing distributors. If you are struggling in signing distributors, and why we're talking about telling our story tonight just coincides with that, I really want you to plan on attending Tuesday night's call at 9:30, because they're going to be really focusing on tips and tricks and how people are enrolling and partnering, getting people to partner with them, and how they're making that happen. And so I really, if that's something, an area you're struggling in, I highly recommend you tuning in. But leading into that night, what Mel and I try and do well, and something that we try to implement multiple times through the week, is telling our story or offering the business. Okay. And so, you know, those two things can coincide. You can tell your story one day, you can offer the business a couple days later. All of it is just sprinkling in this business into our life. And so we really try to look for ways to opportunize, like, on things that are just normal in our life. Okay. Mel got into this business to pay for her son's braces. Okay. That is something she spoke about all through Aiden having braces. Okay. Literally week you knew that she was in this business to pay for his braces. You saw his brace teeth. She talked about that when he got his braces off. She shouted that from the hilltop. She was even able to pay off her braces early. And that's just something, that's a small thing. We're not talking about gigantic amounts of money and things that she was shouting from the hilltop. She got into this business to be able to earn and pay for the couple $100 payment of getting his braces. And so taking care of. And so, but she was loud about that, and she talked about that. What is your hope to get from this business? And that's really what you need to be sharing. What brought you into this business? If we've had a coaching call or talked at all, I've asked you, why are you in this business? What do you need from this business? What do you hope from this business to be able to give you? I got into this business because I wanted to lose weight, and really, I was hopeful that I could pay for my products. That's what I got into. And today I got a bonus that paid for my products out of my first month. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally got a bonus today that would have covered my products my first month. And that's the whole reason I got into this business. And so it's things like that. Like, I was able to shout that out today because that's why I got in. And so it's not like, and it's not thousands of dollars. I literally got in to be able to cover the cost of my products. And so it's little things like that of telling your story and just being real, just being honest. Jen Moore today used the fact that gas is so freaking high. And I've got a post already ready to be able to post tomorrow about gas in this business covering my gas. And so it's something as simple and small as that. Like, gas is huge right now. I mean, like, it's crazy. It's expensive. The fact that we have an opportunity that we can work from our home phone, we do not have to leave our homes. If we do, like, I do most of my coaching calls in the car, so I write off gas, to be honest with you. But like, you could write off gas with this business. I've been able to get the gas, my gas paid for by this business, and so that's something that you can be able to integrate into a post. I'm so grateful that I joined this business at a time when gas is skyrocketing. You don't have to say you've earned gas money. Okay, but you're grateful that you joined a business that you don't have to leave home and use more gas, that has the ability to hopefully cover your gas. That's your goal, whatever your small goals are. And then sharing these into your story. Okay, and so here's something I don't see a lot of out of our team is sharing your post into your story. So when you do these business posts, story posts, you can at the bottom hit share or send to, and you can share it into your story. And then what happens? And as we all know, only 2 to 3% of people see our post, but anybody who clicks on our story can see what's in our story. 100% of our friends can see what's in our story. So then they're interested and they want to see your new post because they didn't see it. It didn't come across their feed. They can click it and still read your post. And so that's something you guys need to be integrating as well, as sharing your posts into your story feeds and putting on their new post. And then people can click on it and read it. Okay, so that's a way to get your post out there a little bit more. Another thing is using business opportunity story slides in your stories. Every day, for the same reason. People don't know that you have an opportunity unless you're talking about it. All they hear you talk about is product. And so you want to make sure that even in your story slides, you're integrating a business story. If you are not following Goal Digger Influencer on Instagram, if you have no clue what I'm talking about, message me and I'll send you a screenshot of her Instagram page. Taylor Kaufman runs an Instagram page where all she does is every day put up like 20 stories in her stories. All I do is screenshot them. We're not trying to, change the flow here, but all I do is screenshot them and then I reuse them. Sometimes I'll add my picture over some of the pictures or put it in a frame and make it my own, but it gives me content. Pinterest has tons. Type in "It Works Business Story Slides." Guess what? Tons will come up. You don't have to reinvent the envelope. You just have to use it. And again, making sure that it's prevalent. It's making people curious. Okay, they don't know anything about what this business is doing for you. That if you don't talk about it. One thing that Christy talked about this week was shouting out the Dominican trip and counting it down for yourself. You know, I got another customer today that gets me closer to my Dominican trip. I signed a distributor today. I'm closer to my Dominican trip. I closed one of my circles today. I'm closer to the Dominican trip. Putting it on your stories, you know, like making that evident in your stories. I'm going to be here in October. I'm going to be on this Dominican trip in October, and like being excited about working towards that. I'm excited about working towards it. I don't want to be sitting at home watching everybody enjoying themselves at this trip. That would kill me. And so, you know, like shouting that out and being big about it. Does anybody have any questions about telling your story? And I'm trying to make this simple and, you know, not take up all the time on this, but this is so important. And in such an amazing way that Mel and I have been able to grow our business by having people actually reach out to us. It hasn't been just all about, you know, yes, we ask people to join the business after they host a post for us. You know, yes, we offer the business sometimes, but to actually have somebody pop into my, you know, inbox and be like, do you really think that I could do this? Tell me more about your business. You know, like just to be able to have people pop in and be interested because I've been like talking about it. So don't shy away from talking about it. Don't shy away from talking about it if you're brand new, you know, because it's exciting. You have big hopes. I mean, my gosh, you know, Ashley's getting married in about a year and a half. And, you know, like how amazing would it be for her to be able to pay for her wedding in cash? Like, you know, to be able to say, I joined this business to be able to, you know, help me pay for my wedding in cash. And I'm so excited about that. Or, you know, like to just shout out your hopes and dreams of what you want and the reasons that you got started. And then to celebrate every single little win. So, Mel, do you have anything else to add to that?
Yes. So one of the things and I just thought about this, but in this business, like you can run into people who are like, You're With It Works, because, you know, in the past, It Works hasn't always had the best reputation. We can't help what's happened in the past, but what I will tell you is what's about to happen. You want it out there. You want everybody to know You're With It Works. So don't be ashamed of this company. This is an amazing opportunity. It's an amazing company with an amazing family. And they are doing everything that they possibly can to make it better for us. And so I just want to say, like, no matter what, don't be ashamed, because there are going to be people out there who think the products don't work. Well, it's probably because they didn't take them correctly or they didn't eat right while they were taking them, you know, something like that. But it doesn't mean that the products don't work. I mean, my gosh, you guys are seeing it. I'm seeing it firsthand in my own family. Like, me and my husband have lost a tremendous amount of weight during the 14-day challenge already. And so don't count yourself out. Don't put down the company. Don't be ashamed because you guys shout it from the rooftops, because when it all boils down and everything comes out about what the changes that are coming in the next couple of years, probably, then, you know, it's going to be a gradual change. They don't just throw us into something. But with everything that's coming, be, you know, proud of the company, because people are going to be looking for you.
And they really have set it up. When I was on a coaching call with Ashley today, our first one, and I was just saying to her, you know, we could just do what we normally do and sell products and get paid, but they incentivize us to be able to, they like dangle carrots in front of us to be able to win, like really big win. Okay. So like most companies just pay you commission off of your stuff. We get these huge bonuses, these 150 bonuses, these 350 bonuses, the 10K bonus. We got the $2,500 bonus, and we freaking got a trip to the Dominican that you can work for. All of that can be achieved by anyone. And for just doing what you're doing, and that's enrolling customers and distributors. Like, it's not rocket science. You don't have to be a rank. You don't have to do anything. These things are literally there, and they're rewarding you for doing these things, which is just crazy because they could save their money and be able to just pay us our commissions, but they don't. And that just makes us work harder, and that gives us more things to shout out that we're winning at. Like, I love shouting out these weekly bonuses that I get every week, because that is like extra. To me, that's icing on the cake. That's just extra stuff. And I love that they do that for us. All right, Mel, do you want to go ahead and talk a little bit about Love Marketing?
Yes. So Love Marketing is something new that Lanessa's bringing into the fold, which is wonderful. It's funny because when she was going over it with me, I was like, well, I do that, but I don't do it in this order. And then I don't do this. And so it just kind of pulls everything in together. And then it makes the customer feel wanted and all the things. So let's go through it real quick. So the first one is L, which is lead with love. And you have to get in your mind that you are a problem solver. So you want to look and listen to your customer, okay? You want to listen for the problem, okay? And what can we solve? We can solve health, wealth, and the financial, right? Health and wellness and the financial side of things. And so we want to make sure that we are hearing what they're saying. If they're saying, I need to lose inches, then we're saying, okay, I think I heard you say you want to lose inches. So because you want to lose inches, we can direct you to, gummies and the wraps, right? So, you want to look and listen. So O is open and offer. So you want to offer them a product that's going to help them achieve what you just heard them say. Okay. So you want to offer them, if they're asking about the opportunity, you want to offer them the opportunity to make an income around their own time. If they want to lose weight, you want to offer them, be open and offer them the gummies, and ask them the questions that will help you decide which product is best for them. V is verify the problem back. Let them know that you were listening, okay? I heard you say that you wanted to lose 30 pounds in 90 days or 30 pounds before summer. It also lets them know that not only did you hear them, but that you care, okay? And then once you verify, then you want to share what Lanessa called a third-party material. What that means is you want to share with them there's new material you can share, but also you want to share with them, would you like to see the product information? Would you like to look over it? Every time that I send the product information, I send a before and after, and it works before and after with the white banner that says it works at the bottom so that they know it's legit. And it is information that's come from the company, okay? So you want to make sure that you verify the problem, you heard them, and that you're listening. And then also you want to send them this information. This helps you seal the deal, okay? Then the E is to edify the person. Allow them to feel good. Let them know that you are rooting for them, that that if they really, take this product every day, like the gummies, if you take the gummies every day around the same time every day, you will see results, and I'm going to be the one cheering you on. You want to edify them. Tell them that, oh girl, you're going to get in them gold jeans. I just know it. You want to make sure that they, and mean it. Okay. Don't just say it, mean it. This business, it's about relationship. You want to pour into people and help them with the love marketing, but you want them to know that you truly care, that it is coming from a heart of love. And so it's not just about the steps, but it's about a relationship, because you want to continue that relationship, like we talked about last week, about keeping the consistency of keeping people intrigued and on the product, or trying something new, figuring out exactly what they need, what's working for them and what's not. So it all intertwines all the way back together. So
I love that so much. I love that so much. I think when I was talking to Lanessa and got the same training, she made a point that like struck me. She said, we are problem solvers. She said, they're coming to you looking for a solution. Like they literally are coming to you looking for a solution to their problem. Now, sometimes they aren't ready to jump on board, but because you listened, you reiterated it back to them that they have a concern or a problem. Then it's up to you to follow up with them, because you know that they're interested and they have a desire. Because who isn't searching for a solution? When you say that you want to lose weight, you're searching for a solution. Now, sometimes it just may be down to your mindset and discipline. You just may not be ready yet, and you're mundane and it's death. But you want to be ready to be able to help them get that solution and that next step. And so, even though they may say that they may say no on the first go round, you keep following up because they were interested. And I think people forget that. Like, people forget that when you have a conversation with someone, you don't just have a conversation with somebody who's not interested. They wouldn't have even said yes to the info in the first place. They wouldn't have ever commented on the post. They wouldn't have ever said, if you messaged them in the story, they would never have said, sure, send me the info, if they weren't looking for a solution to a problem. And so, I think we forget sometimes when we get that first no, that they're not interested in the product, or that you take it personal, like it's a no towards you. It's not it. They're just not ready here yet. Even though they've already verbalized they want it, they already sought out the information. Sometimes they need some time. Sometimes they need to see your posts and you talking about it. They need to see those slides in your story. They need to see you shouting out that you paid for gas with your business, when they just paid $60 at the gas station and they had to cut their food budget in half. Okay, do you guys hear me? Like when you are looking at, we have, like Mel said, a solution. How does that happen? I don't know how that all of a sudden it's just muted. I don't know. But we're in a time when people are staying home. People aren't wanting to leave home and go get a second job. People aren't wanting to, be out and about. And I saw a meme that like people are going to start choosing whether they go do something because of gas prices. They literally are going to start choosing about whether they're going to be able to have enough gas money budgeted for this week. Does that include going to this cousin's birthday party, or does it get them to work all week long? People are getting ready to start having to make choices in that budget. We have a solution, and you shouting out that you're hoping to pay for gas, or you have a way to pay for gas, and we have that offer, and you've already offered them the business and talked to them about it. They're going to be like, this girl's onto something, and this is something that I need in my life. Whether it's the gummies, whether it's the business, whether it's coffee, whatever it is, they will come around. And that's where that consistency in posting and talking about it on your page every day and putting it in your stories every day really ties in all together. For that consistency piece, because it's just marketing across the board. You can see a Doritos commercial 15 times, and then you pass by in the store. It's like, I've been wanting to try those Doritos, because you've seen it so many times on the TV. Okay. And I'm using Doritos as a, loosely, but you have to see something 7 to 14 times before you pull the trigger. And so you have to sometimes sit back and be patient and just follow up. Use those follow-up Fridays. Use that once a month, follow-up, and just be present on your page. Does anybody have any questions about anything tonight? Or anything we talked about, or just anything in general? I think the love marketing thing just reminds us that just to be genuine and care about people. And I know we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but I think it just bears like needing that reminder that whether you get something out of it or not, and that's really what we're here to be nice people. I mean, like really, that I want to be a light and I want to be a nice person. And when you're interacting, when you're having conversations with people, you want to leave them better knowing you. And that includes interacting on their stuff. That includes how you're talking to them, how you're interacting with them in your conversations. And sometimes we can get so scripted. And just don't forget that they're people too. You're not robots. And and just to have conversations with people and be real and be you and just be kind and be genuine. Mel, did you unmute because you had something to add?
Hi. So I just wanted to say that, the company has come out with some events that are coming up, and they're within the next couple of months. And if you can get to an event, it makes all the difference. It really helps you see the business in a different light. And so I would just encourage you, we're going to be learning from Lanessa even more, but, she's at these try-its and she's at these events and she just pours right on in. Like she went over so much stuff when we were in Nashville, and, she just has a plethora of knowledge, and all of these people do. They've been in this business for much longer than Mel and I have. And, they really have some unique ideas, especially these newer people. They really have some unique ideas and things that have worked in the past that I'm excited about. We have to be open-minded to change. And this love marketing is something new. But when we have something new, we just run with it and try it, because you never know what's going to help you best run your own business. So if you can definitely go to that event, it's only $20. Yeah, Bridget just put it in the chat. It's $20 to attend. So check those out. If they're in your area, at least a day drive, at least try to get there. It will be worth it.
And Mel and I are trying to make a decision on which one we're going to. So as soon as we do make that final decision, we will let you guys know. And then maybe some of you can meet us there, and we can maybe share housing or whatever for the night. But I'm excited because we really enjoyed our time in Nashville and getting to event. And $20 is nothing, basically. And they're giving you appetizers and drinks there. So that's really just covering the cost of that. So it's going to be a really good time. One last thing I wanted to touch on is if you are trying to go for Punta Cana, okay, if you're trying to go to the Dominican, you have got to run an auto ship, an ADBB auto ship. If you were in the business last month and did not run it last month, you get a grace month, one grace month. But from March to July, you have to run an auto ship on your own account every month. So if you don't understand what that means, if that's something you're running for, again, if you're brand new in the business and you don't know anything in your mind, do not worry about it this month. We're not focusing on that right now because you do get a grace month. And that's something we'll talk about next month. But if you have been in the business and you are running for that Dominican trip this month, you have to run it before the 25th. And so that's just a friendly reminder so that you do not get left out on a technicality, okay? Because there are rules, and that is one of the rules to be able to grab it. So All right, you guys, if nobody else has any questions or anything else, love you. Thanks for popping on. I'll try to keep these to 30 minutes just to be cognizant of your time. I'll put the recording up as soon as I can. It slips my mind. So if someone texts me and just reminds me every once in a while, because I just don't hop on the Zoom that much. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful night.